Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day. I feel yesterday I died and I was reborn. I was like facing the deepest of my fear, the deepest. I've been through a process that I was asking too much of myself, and so I had to step down. Now I'm seated in my power. I'm going to go through the process, but through joy, happiness, release. For all the old ideas have to be coming up. This solstice has really wants to release all the fear without exception, so we can move into 2019 in a full in our shoes of creator, because this 2019 year will be a very creative year. Whatever we think will become. If you believe in your dream, if you want something, then you're gonna get it. If those who work through fear will also be getting that too. So it is important to disconnect that, to know that, and to align with what is really wanted. Sometimes when we want something, we have to ask the universe, say yes, and say when you're ready. And so you ask, what can I do to get ready? And then you receive a guidance, and then you act upon that. So this is basically the process of creation. But the more we trust, I'm sorry, I was for those who listened to my last video, I'm sorry, I don't know what went through my mind. I forgive myself for even having the illusion that everything in life is not perfect, that everything in life is not exactly as it should be, and that magical and miracles and incredible things are ahead of us. For those old mental process patterns, beliefs have to be, they're going to be coming back until they're released. There is no need to once we realize that those things are no longer wanted, we whenever they come into our mind, we find a way to disengage it. We erase the program, we transmute it through violet fire. For habitual thoughts are beliefs, and thoughts are real things. Thoughts and emotion are eternally not eternally, but as long as we're here, they're connected. They're called a mental energy, a mental emotional energy. Thoughts have colors and form. Some very light form, and those that are very heavy form. Those are the thoughts, and the emotion that we attach to the form will give the thought a form. For thought and emotions are always connected. So we do want to let go of all that is not love, to say yes to love, to always return, to know that we can always return to love, to face and to let go, to know that we are one, and we have to realize that inner light within ourselves, and to know that it can come down from above as well, from outside, but it is the one and the same light that come in different form. For my life does not belong to me, it belongs to God. God has put me here, and it has put me here to create and to speak, to share on spiritual truths, higher forms. We all have incarnated at this point to fulfill a function, and our life is going to begin this year. So it is very important to rejoice and to get ready for this great unfolding that is before us. Always choose love, because if we do not choose love, then dark entities can come and play another scenario. If you choose fear, then love and fear cannot coexist. So if we choose to go through fear, to accept this energy, then some darker entity will come to play a role within create an illusion within our mind. So always release, let go, transmute, ask God to do those things for you. Ask your guides to guide you. Note that you always love, always protected, that Spirit has your back. But so we have to understand the road has to be, the chosen road is an upward road. So we have to climb it, and it is narrow, but it is where we're going to find the highest potential. Of course, I'm working on applying all the teaching that I'm teaching, and those things I teach are those things I'm working on integrating fully to live in infinity. It's not easy to live with the eternal life of God, to be always one, to realize the oneness, the similarity. All beings and all things have a similarity to ourselves. They may be unique and different, but on the ground, on the root base of what they are, the love that makes them exist is similar, and there is consciousness within that connection of oneness that connects all beings and all things together. Yes, so there's two little exercises that were given through channel. If you already listened to it, I just want to repeat it. The first exercise is every morning to I forgot which channel, but from Spirit, the angels or guides. The first exercise is when in the morning is to take a few minutes before getting up and setting up the intention of what is our true ideal for the day, what is the highest hope, what is the highest vision, what is the highest path that we choose. For we all always have to go for the highest path, and then as we walk through the day, at the end of the day, we can see if our day matched what our intention of the morning. If it doesn't match, we gotta forgive ourselves, but we have to adjust, maybe to adjust it every day until we feel that we can completely move through this potential of total alignment, presence. So we want to be as present as possible, to move towards that fusion, to be seated in our I am presence, in our empowerment, in our seat of empowerment. And the second exercise is to make a short list of all those things you would want in your life next year that you feel that you don't have now. I want a beautiful relationship, I want to be abundant financially, I want a beautiful home, I want to be able to travel abundantly, I want an incredible project, I want an incredible job, or whatever it is. Just make a little list and see how you feel to have that right now. Because in truth, everything is happening right now. When you ask something, the universe always says yes, and so it's important to know that, and so to get ready for what we ask. As we become ready, everything manifests and appears as if by magic. And so to work with that list whenever you feel it, to already feel all the things you want, and to realize you already have it on the energy level, will make it manifest. If you doubt the fact that you can get it, then it will keep it at bay. So it is important to remove all the fear and all the doubt. This is really the central message of what I came today to discuss. And so that was I'm gonna also, another thing that I wanted to say is that that's important is that whenever we have good thoughts or good energy, it comes from the heart or it comes from the meditation from above, is to take a deep breath and think about sometimes to anchor it into the earth, to send it to the crystal core of the earth, to the heart of the planet, because not only that will really assist the planet, will inform us. Not only you anchor that beautiful energy, those beautiful thoughts, those beautiful emotions, but you inform the planet, you create a stronger link to the planet, and it does a lot of good, because when the planet receives higher frequency energy, she is able to use it for our whole matrix, and then also that allows to create a connection, because as the more powerful the energy you send down to the core of the planet, the more the planet will respond to that, and you create a divine link. Of course, it has to flow all the way up to the higher universe, to imagine the sun, the galaxy, the galactic family, and the whole central unit. Everything is to let your light flow through all things within the cosmos, and it's all connected through this pillar of light, from down to the earth all the way to the great central sun on the upper plane. So I wanted to come and give this message. I'm going to pull a few cards just to offer guidance. Sip of tea. The highest wisdom for us today is the paradigm shift. So it's all changing, it's all shifting. There is no returning to the old. Love is the only reality we want, and we want to be empowered so that we can express whatever feels the highest, what's right for us, what's fulfilling. What we need to understand is achievement. We need to achieve it. It is we came here to fulfill a certain. We have a mission, and so we need to achieve that mission, which will start this year. Today is the first day of the rest of our life. What we need to do is responsibility. It's about being present in the present, so that we can achieve that we can fulfill that responsibility of being present in the presence, to invite God into our life, to sit with God, to be aligned with that source, that good, that source that is always there. And the outcome is action. There's going to be a lot of action. I know there's a great deal of action and a lot of work for me ahead. So. But I hope for you too. I know there is a lot of action that will be needed to be taken, but we have to act through joy, not through fear. We have to act through faith, not through doubt. So it is important to work on that and to be clear on all those things. So I hope this message was interesting for you. The painting behind me is a painting that's not finished, but there is a bit. Sorry, I started showing the other one here on the French video. I didn't remove them yet. Up. basically. So this is a painting of cosmology. It's not finished, but there is a lot of things that is taking shape. It's getting better. I'm going to show a few paintings that I've already shown, but they have progressed. They're not finished also. It's like this painting of Vincent van Gogh is really moving forward. First he was a church, then it became a chair. It's a chair that's coming out of the. Then on the bottom it's going to become the sunflowers, and then it says Vincent on top. So it's not finished, but and there is this his astrological chart in the back. It's part of my Art Master series. I think I'm not sure it's finished, but I really like it. It's a portrait of Paul Cézanne. He's got a spaceship in the sky, and it's a portrait of Paul Cézanne. It's got this ladder, and it's, originally it says cubist or not cubist. It's got this astral chart. I'm going to refine once the front is done. I usually refine the back. This painting is something, it was kind of finished and I went too far. I have a photo, it was beautiful, I should have left it, but sometimes it happens. So eventually it's going to become very transcendental and beautiful. For now it's climbing, it's a portrait of Horus, about the Egyptian deities. Horus, Thoth, Mat, the Ankh, the pyramid above the halls of Amenti, and the divine order. For when we are in divine order, everything is always right, everything is always fine. This one, I reworked with this blue, but I'm not really convinced the blue is the right color, so I'm going to work on it. This one, I changed the color of the eyes. She's got silver eyes now, it's much better. It's still named Corée, but this one was a portrait that it's a girl that really like had a very strong impression on me. I met her a couple of years ago, but I couldn't see her eyes. For me, the eyes is really the window to the soul. It's the most powerful force. It's the most powerful. When there is a connection, it is why it's happening. It's the most beautiful part of the human body, and I couldn't see her eyes, so the eyes remain a mystery. There is like a question mark. And this one was a portrait, a self-portrait, astrological, but now it's got those sunglasses. It's kind of so it's not quite finished, but it will unfold. This one is a painting on cosmology that's not finished also, but it's pretty advanced. It's a big. It's called the Creation of Majeston. It's a bit far, I can't really see the details, but. I'm going to soon move to Paris, and probably we will be able to show all those paintings in a more, so we'll be able to look at it from up close. So the Majeston is here. Is represented here. Is the center of all reflectivity, and it is in the dawn of time when God has created on Paradise, when God created time and space. There were 49 reflective spirits, but there was no center to reflectivity. So the Supreme Being on Paradise asked the Ultimate to resolve that problem, and the Deity Absolute created Majeston, which is now the center of all universal reflectivity. The mental being, we send greetings to him. I don't know why I thought to call that, for it is in essence, there is the architects of the master universe that are symbolized here under the ultimate. Here there is the supreme, and then there is the absolutes here, with like the company of heaven, all kinds of spiritual forces. All those things will develop. They're still studies, but I've been working on those for very long, and there is there's a lot of very refined detail. Some of those could be looked at it with a magnified glass even, and you could see sometimes I see this incredible detail, and sometimes I'm brushing through, I see this incredible small detail, and I see my brush go over it, and it's like, too late. So, but sometimes you have to destroy to create, but I still avoid when I see something that's really refined, a minuscule detail somewhere, I usually try to look around, to go around it, to preserve it. So this one is called the Andromeda Enlightenment. It's not quite finished, and it's the Milky Way, the Andromeda, and the Triangulum galaxies that are aligning. And there's this great energy, this great beautiful energy of Andromeda, the family of love. Here in the galaxy, we are the family of light, and in Triangulum, the galaxy of power. And so Andromeda is the family of love. Love is interested in power, power is interested in the light, and the light is interested in the love. So by this exchange, we are able to communicate with our brothers in Andromeda and the angels, the golden angels of Andromeda. This is a painting that's still evolving as well. I showed it the other day, but I returned this center and the earth has completely changed. She's going to be nice. For now, she's not finished. The whole the whole surrounding is not finished, but it says I am. There is going to be the emerald heart of Regulus. So there's all kinds of keys and codes in those paintings. I just wanted to share a few. I've been working late last night. Sometimes it takes a while to you have to be patient in life. Things do take time, and the art, mostly in the arts, we have to be really. It teaches me patience, at least me patience. I mean, for sure. Sometimes you have no choice but to go through the process and to be well within each and every moment. For the card of the day from the Akash is the love life. So let us be romantic. There's a great deal of love and romance that is opening up right now. And for all this year, it's going to be very, very abundant in opportunities to share deeply, to get tune into the heart and share from the heart and to discover new level of new relationship. I'm going to sing a song. A romantic song for the romantic. So it's an old song. It goes like this, called The Unchained Melody. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, in the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch alone. Lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. As for all the romantics out there, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's almost Happy New Year, 2019. May this year bring you everything you've always wanted. For it is the time to make manifest our highest dream and our highest creative vision. Thank you very much. Namaste.